and wife. It is a shame you two never had the chance to see what might have been. Mifa's diary? Ah, of course. Mifa's diary was found just recently. Its discovery brought me much joy. It is on that table over there. I do not mind if you choose to read it. I am sure Mifa would forgive you anything. That's a recent discovery.
Ah.
At the request of Hyrule's king, a group of outsiders came to greet us at the domain. One of them was a Hylian child of only about 4 years of age.
Wow,
4?
baby.
He was baby!
He's a super baby.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Am I dropping frames?
I don't know.
My bitrate suddenly seems to be not as good.
Oh dear.
No, OBS doesn't seem to be saying anything's wrong. So I don't know why Twitch is complaining. Okay. Well, hopefully it's still okay. Wait, did my session reset? It's saying I've been only on for like a minute. That can't be right.
Oh no.
That also can't be right. That's really weird because OBS is perfectly fine.
Strange. Twitch, you drunk?
How's... Can you look at the stream really quick?
Yeah. Here, let me unmute it. I mean, it looks fine right now.
I don't know. I don't know why the actual Twitch dashboard is complaining then.
Bizarre.
I mean, as long as we're currently okay, then I guess it's fine, but... Oh well.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue. He was baby.
Anyway, he was baby.
He made quite a first impression. He was curious and full of energy, with a ready smile. Are all Hylian children that way?
My god, smiley baby.
One thing that surely sets him apart is his swordsmanship, which I hear is exceptional. He has even bested adults. At 4?
At 4? Damn, bitch.
At 4?
Look out, this baby has a knife.
Oh my god. He must be somewhat reckless, however, as he was covered in bruises. Wishing to be helpful, I healed his wounds for him. It must have been his first time seeing healing magic as he looked up at me with big round eyes. It was adorable.
I'm crying, oh no.
A divine beast was excavated from Zora's domain. This one is called Varuta. The first time I laid eyes on Ruta, I was surprised by how cute it was. It's so big and round with a long, awkward nose.
It's head-shaped.
According to the Sheikah who found Ruta, divine beasts require someone worthy to control them. It's fun to imagine someone piloting this enormous beast in the distant past. I wonder who will have that honor next. Link came to visit the domain. It feels like forever since he was here last. He no longer resembles the child I first met. He is now an accomplished knight and keeper of the sword that seals the darkness. Oh my god, it's a, I guess, literal, decade passed or so. Or more. I'm so proud. However, he hardly speaks anymore and smiles even more rarely. He's still the kind soul I knew, but something has changed.
Oh.
Well, don't stab my heart like that now.
Mifa.
I asked him if something had happened, if something was wrong. He merely shook his head. Perhaps it is his newly acquired height, but I feel he is ever looking past me into the distance beyond. The Princess of Hyrule paid a special visit to the domain. She asked me if I would agree to pilot a divine beast. She told me she needs my help to face the calamity. My heart knew at once what to do. I agreed without reservation. Calamity Ganon must not be resurrected. If he is, there is no way to ensure the safety of my people or of anyone. I do not know what will happen. All I know is that if there is anything I can do to help, I must try. I must protect Hyrule. There is also that the divine beasts are meant to assist the chosen hero when he faces Ganon. In this way I can help Link. Link came to visit me. It had been ages. I told him the Lionel of Polymus Mountain had been terrorizing everyone lately. When I said that, he started walking toward that mountain without a word. Spellbound, I followed him there. When we were almost there, he told me to turn back. He insisted he would be fine on his own. I stubbornly stayed.
Hell yeah.
While I argued, the Lionel attacked us from behind. I was sure we had met our end. How silly of me to doubt. With a sure hand and a fierce gleam in his eye, Link unsheathed the sword that seals the darkness and defeated our foe. His swordmanship was swift and graceful. I was fascinated by the beauty of his movements. Though I should have been terrified, I could not help but feel safe in the presence of my dear friend. His kindness and determination to help those in need, his strength and skill. My heart is drawn to his. I am doomed.
Well, throw me off the fucking mountain. Guess I'll die. God, Mifa's so relatable.
The last beautiful move Link performed on the mountain is called a spin attack. Perhaps I will attempt it with my spear. Father has finally given his blessing for me to pilot the divine beast. The threat of the calamity can no longer be ignored. Father said the Zora must play their part. He seemed on the brink of tears when he made me promise to return unharmed. My eyes burned with tears as well, so I simply nodded. Segen could hardly look at me. Muzu left partway through. I feel awful for putting him through this, but I must do what I can to help Link. I could never forgive myself otherwise. Speaking of Link, I have at last finished gathering the materials for the armor. I shall start making it at once. Today was the inauguration ceremony at Hyrule Castle. It was an honor to take part. However, honestly, I do not remember much about it, but only because something unforgettable happened afterward. I experienced something wondrous, a beautiful moment in time I shall treasure forever. I am grateful to the princess for agreeing to my request and to Daruk for bringing me closer to Link. Oh, I did hear something that shocked me enough to almost overshadow that happy moment. Link had been chosen to guard the princess wherever she goes. They shall be spending much time together. I finally completed that special armor for Link. I am confident it will fit him perfectly. He is coming to the domain soon. I hope to give him my gift when I see him, but should I really go through with it? According to the old legend, long ago a Zora princess fell in love with a Hylian swordsman. Perhaps there is hope. There will be a rare occasion that Link is not accompanying the princess. We should have some time to ourselves. Oh, I have an idea. At sunset I shall ride upon Ruta with Link. Zora, princess of the past, please lend me your courage. Heartbreaking.
Tragic.
I wonder, because I feel like everybody else had diaries, but I don't know if they were that extensive, so maybe the DLC extended them?
Yeah, maybe?
So I'm kind of wondering if I should go back to other locations and see if they had diaries now.
Yeah.
Because Riju mentioned Urbosa's diary as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I remembered reading it previously, so I was like, oh, well, I already read that. But maybe there's more to it now. I don't know. Actually, I'm kind of curious now. Might as well. Oh, I gotta change. It's funny, like part of my problem of not recognizing certain things is because I played a good 2/3 of this game in Japanese, so
Yeah.
I've just been too lazy to switch back my Switch to Japanese. So
Hmm.
otherwise, I still would be playing Japanese.
He.
Oh yeah, here it. Oh right, the little sand seal plushie.
I love her sand seal plushie. She's got the really big one on her bed.
Look at it.
I love them. I want these in real life. I want them to make them and have them look exactly like this Stitchy and cute, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Little fountains. God, I know it would be like a mess for real, but I would love like little water fixtures like this just in a house. Just like hell yeah, splishy splash, bitches.
I know, theoretically water fixtures like this are really neat, but then in reality it's like, oh, they're a pain to clean.
Yup. Oh yeah, there's 2 diaries there now.
Diary of Makila Riju. Oops, this is Riju's. Buliara told me today that mother has passed on and gone to a better place. She said that my mother's death means I am now the chief of the Gyarados people. I wish she'd stayed here, though. I don't see how it can be a better place with us apart. Ever since I became the chief, the people in town have been a lot nicer to me. But if I look carefully, I can still see the worry in their eyes. It seems more common than when Mother was chief. Mother, will I ever be as great a chief as you were? The divine beast Va Naboris, which supposedly had been sleeping in the desert, has suddenly woken up. Mother once told me that Naboris is the deity of protection for the Gyarados people, but it doesn't seem that way. I plan to investigate tomorrow. I have to find out more. Having investigated divine beast Va Naboris, I can say that if it came to Gyarados town, we'd be helpless. When I drew close to it using my wonderful sand seal Patricia, I was driven back by a sandstorm and lightning. I turned Patricia towards home, but a monster spooked her and she fled directly towards Naboris again. The next thing I remember is Buliara standing over me, her face full of worry. Ever since I went to investigate the divine beast, Buliara has made a point of never leaving my side. Even now, with such a valuable heirloom stolen by thieves, she refuses to tear herself away from me for even a moment. She takes all the blame for the theft, however. Nothing can change her mind about being responsible. Meanwhile, I can't help but feel that the theft happened because I am not yet ready to be chief. The soldiers search tirelessly, trying to recover the heirloom. No one says a word about my leadership. But they must be thinking about how powerless their chief has proven to be. Thanks to the tireless efforts of my soldiers, we've located the thieves' hideout. They definitely aren't common criminals, though. We haven't been able to get anywhere close to the place. To think that the Thunderhelm is right there, and yet we can't take it back. Mother, Lady Urbosa, please give me your guidance. My prayers were answered. One of the champions of old has appeared. Buliara was wary, but he has proven himself by taking our heirloom back from the thieves and calming Naboris. She now seems to trust his abilities. She even seems to not mind that he is a Vo. She's so focused and serious. Always by the book. I'm surprised she's okay with him. Reader Bosa's Diary. My dear friend from afar came to visit Gyarados town today. It is always a pleasure to see the Queen of Hyrule. She described her reason for coming as urgent. She wished for me to meet her newborn child. Her sweet daughter's name is Zelda. She has her mother's smile. I cannot help but cherish her already. I told her...
My daughter now.
My daughter now. I told her that Zelda is sure to grow up into a dignified and beautiful queen, just like her mother. My friend thanked me, but said that looks are fleeting, and instead she wishes for Zelda to be blessed with true happiness. The way she gazes upon her daughter, her little bird as she calls her, I have never seen such unconditional love. It has been a long while since we laid my dear friend the Queen to rest. I only now have the will to write again. It was so sudden. I still can't believe she is gone. All of my sweet memories of her keep of her keep running through my mind. Even now I can hardly keep the tears at bay. Young Zelda kept her head held high as she said her final goodbye to her mother at the funeral. She carried herself as a true princess, but I can sense the deep grief she is hiding within. I worry for her. I made a voyage to visit Hyrule. After speaking with the king, I saw Zelda for the first time in a year. In truth, it was my concern for her that brought me there. The king allowed me to keep her company as she went to the spring for her training. There, Zelda prayed and prayed in the spring's icy waters until the sun set. I told her many times to stop, but she wouldn't listen. I eventually had to drag her out of the water. Zelda gazed at me for the longest time with heartbreaking vulnerability. Eventually, in a tiny voice, she told me of the pressure and panic she feels at not being able to fulfill her sacred duty. She whispered over and over, "Why can I not do as the royal daughters of the past have done? What is wrong with me?" All I could do was hold her close and listen. I pray that it is enough. Emissaries from Hyrule came to see me today. They informed me that I have been chosen to pilot the divine beast. My people are uneasy about it. They tell me such a dangerous task is not fitting for the chief. I understand their fear. However, I intend to accept this task. Calamity Ganon's resurrection does not only threaten Hyrule, but the whole world. I refuse to sit idly by. Ganon is also closely associated with the Gyarados, an association I deeply resent.
Fuck that guy.
I believe Zelda will be here soon to receive my official answer. I am excited to see her as always. I attended the inauguration ceremony alongside the other champions whom I share a fate with. Zelda, Revali, Mipha, and Link are so young. They are Hyrule's future. Daruk and I hope to see them, I hope to help them see that future. However, one thing did trouble me. Zelda was uncharacteristically cold towards Link. I can imagine why. I hear Link has been decided as Zelda's guardian knight. I hope they find a way to get along. Link requested to meet with me today. He tells me Zelda exploited our law that restricts men from entering town to slip away from him. I told him of a trick that would allow him entrance, and he was able to get in. By then, however, Zelda was long gone. I promised to let him know if I saw her, so he reluctantly returned home. In a similar yet distinct way, Link seems to have trouble expressing himself. Perhaps the two can help each other, that is, if she ever gives him the chance. Today I accompanied Zelda as she went to research Naboris. When the sun set, the poor exhausted girl drifted to sleep. I sent word to Link, who showed up at Naboris faster than I expected. Although it is none of my business, I felt the least I could do to bridge their gap was to share some things about Zelda. The rest is up to him. I am so happy to say that Zelda smiles much more often lately. It seems she and Link have finally learned to get along. I hope this will have a positive effect on her training. However, I am concerned we may be running out of time. Whenever I hear of monster attacks or other unusual events plaguing the kingdom, my concern grows. All I can do is pray that Zelda, my little bird, has enough time. I do not pray to the goddesses, but to her mother, my dearest friend. How I miss her. Aww. I'm
Heartbreaking.
gonna cry.
I'm literally sitting here on the verge of tears, like, oh.
Can they stop with my heart?
This is what you get when you're playing with posthumous characters, I guess.
Okay, hold on. Nobody can see me up here. I'm gonna change. Because I also completely blew past all the Goron stuff, so I'm wondering if there's also like a diary there.
Probably. Too busy trying not to be on fire, boy.
I'm still on fire. Why am I on fire? Oh, my stuff's on fire. That's what's on fire. Okay, we're fine.
So, my stream seems to have paused on Discord.
Oh?
It just says you're... There we go. It was doing that thing where it's like, oh, you're on another application, even if you're not.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally minimized it, I think.
Yeah, no. Do not worry. The stream itself is fine.
There's just a chair. It's a rock chair, but it's a chair.
It's just a chair.
It's another scorcher today. Do you need something? Tell me about Daruk. Want to know about Daruk? Popular subject these days. Not too long ago, a Rito Bard came by wanting to know all about him. I told him about all kinds of things. For example, about the Boulder Breaker, Daruk's weapon of choice. I told him how heavy it is and how its power is unmatched. You know the valley of Gortram Cliff, west of the Gorko Tunnel? It was made by Daruk with his Boulder Breaker in one night. Why? Link's response to that is why?
But why?
Why? What do you think? To make it easier for us Gorons to get all that tasty rock roast. That Rito fella seemed to like the other story I told him better, though. Not a fan of that one. The heroic and exciting stories Daruk captured him much better. Oh, about the dog. Where's Yunobo? Yunobo? I saw him staring off into the distance on top of the entrance gate. Typical. Actually, it seems to me that Yunobo is acting more accomplished and confident these days. Maybe he's finally realized what it means to be a descendant of the great Daruk. Legendary sword? They say a long time ago the Hylian champion had a legendary sword, the sword that seals the darkness. It was apparently much stronger than even the Boulder Breaker. But hey, you've got a pretty sharp blade yourself. I wonder where you got it. Boulder Breaker? If you ever lose the Boulder Breaker, just go talk to blah blah blah. Yeah. Where's Rudania? Rudania is right where you left him. You saved me the trouble of defeating him myself. Thanks, brother. I like you just tromps around out here instead of, like, sitting inside. Noble should be up here, then. Yep, there he is. Oh, it's you. You need something, Goro? Tell me about Daruk. About Lord Daruk, Goro? Oh, that reminds me of something. I found Lord Daruk's training journal. He must have been a big eater. He sure talks about delicious rocks a bunch. What else? Oh, Lord Daruk's also had a good friend who liked to eat as much as he did. I don't have much of an appetite myself, so I'm pretty scrawny, Goro. I'm pretty scrawny. For
By Goron standards.
By Goron standards. By Goron standards, he's kind of baby.
Look at his baby face.
He's got quite the Goron baby face. I'm gonna have to start eating lots so I can become as strong as those two. Training journal? That's right! I found it when I was cleaning out the abandoned North Mine where we met. Lord Daruk's training journal is at my house now, Goro. I forget where your house is, you know, but... I think the boss is at his home, Godo. Just go down the road down below and you'll see it. The boss sure knows a lot about my ancestors. I'd love to have him tell me all about him sometime, Godo. So you figured it out, Godo. Now that I defeated Redania, I guess that means I've proven myself, right? Now maybe I can get the respect I deserve, Godo. And my ancestor. I'll have to do my best to keep honoring Lord Daruk's legacy and all that. Daruk's protection? Ever since we fought Redania, I have this crazy feeling that my ancestor's always with me. Strange, Godo. So long as I have Daruk's protection, I have nothing to fear. Okay, Look, I forget where everything is in Goron Village.
Yeah, it's all rocks.
I'm gonna assume it's in here. Maybe? Nope. I guess not. Kinova, which one was your house? I forget. This is the blacksmith's place. Playing tic-tac-toe. While I'm here, I can check if they have any other arrows for me.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
I, need to watch my feet.
Just the fucking...
I know. I mean, at least it didn't gently roll into it like last time.
That was still so fucking funny, I'm sorry.
It's a rock diary!
I was gonna say, like, is it gonna be carved into rock? Because I feel like a paper diary would just go
Yeah? Here we go. I'm gonna start writing in this diary thing starting now. Ugh, a diary. Maybe I'll call it my training journal. They say all you gotta do is write down stuff that happens. Us Gorons prepare the simple life, so I hope simple stuff counts. Let's see, for today's journal entry, what should I write about? I know! I ate some rock roast from the peak of Death Mountain. It was delicious! I think I'll eat more of it soon. I talked to some Hylians at the base of the mountain. All anyone wants to talk about these days is Calamity Ganon. Reminds me of those tiny Sheikah when those tiny Sheikah came to Death Mountain a few years ago to dig up that divine beast or whatever. The Hylians were saying that beast thing is a weapon someone will need to learn how to control. Back in the good old days, Gorons didn't worry about relics we couldn't eat. Now I'm hungry. Maybe I'll track down a prime rock roast for one of my dinners tonight. I'm sorry, but the contrast between, like, Urbosa and Mipha's journals is just, like...
This is the shit I'd write. Just like, man, bitch, I'm hungry. What the fuck? Emotions are for nerds.
Today I saw someone being attacked when I was out looking for lunch rocks at the peak. It was a tiny little guy, so I rushed down the mountain to help him. I was shocked to find he was handy with a sword. But that's me. By the time I rolled his way, he'd already taken out all the monsters. I couldn't help but admire his Goron-like strength. While I was distracted, a monster almost got the jump on me. He stopped it, the Great Daruk, saved by a tiny Hylian. My god, everybody stop calling Link so short!
I mean, he's called, like, every Hylian tiny, but, like, this one, yeah, Link's especially tiny.
Like, you missed it earlier, but, like, one of the guards in Gyarados, like, the Gyarados camp was just like, oh, thanks for helping us out. Did you, like, or whatever. Um, and I forget exactly what she had said, but Link could respond, like, I'm a Gyarados. And she's like, you're short, in, like, big all caps.
You are baby. I'm crying. No, no short Gyarados allowed. Also, you're white.
Yeah, and she was also like, and you have blonde hair. I must have had a dopey look on my face when that happened. Hope he didn't notice. That little Hylian from before is named Link. He's got a respectable appetite, loves to eat meat, fruit, vegetables. Yes, that is the standard diet for a human. All sorts of things a decent person wouldn't dream of eating. Link will cook up and eat just about anything. I offered him some grade A rock roast to help refine his palate. I asked him how it tasted. He liked it so much he was speechless.
Speechless, trying to choke down some rock without being impolite.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
I knew Hylians could eat rocks, too. Eating isn't the only thing Link and I have in common. The little guy is also incredibly strong. He said sometimes when he focuses, it feels like time slows down. I really like that guy. He's the type of guy you can trust to have your back and also have a nice hearty meal with. Oh my god, how many rocks did you have to pretend to eat, Link? Help him.
Help him! How many rocks, Link? Link?
Yeah, that settles it. From now on, Link is an official brother. Hyrule's little princess came to Goron City and asked me to pilot the Divine Beast. I said yes. The great Daruk never turns down someone in need. When I said I would, the princess seemed really happy. There will be 4 champions to control 4 Divine Beasts, and 1 swordsman to take on Ganon. Including the princess, our anti-Goron team is... Ganon team is 6 strong, made up of all different kinds of people. This has the makings of an epic feast. I got the ball rolling by giving the princess my best rock.
Oh, Zelda, did you eat the rock too? Did you eat the rock, Zelda?
She said thanks, but I think she was holding back a grimace. Must have had something foul on her mind.
Eat the rock, Zelda.
Eat your rock, Zelda.
Eat your rock, Zelda. Don't be impolite.
I'm a champion now. Feels good. I hadn't talked with Link in a while, so seeing him at the inauguration ceremony was nice. It was a good day. Oh, word has it, Link has been chosen as Zelda's appointed knight. I can't think of a better brother for the job. I hear one of those ancient machine things went nuts during some test and shot out deadly beams. With true Goron spirit, Link grabbed a pot lid from the ground and deflected the blast.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. He nailed the thing in its weak spot and saved the day. His bravery caught the king's eye, and not long after that, he was appointed to guard Zelda. I expect nothing less from the little guy. I'm crying. Of course he used a pot lid.
Just whatever the fuck was nearby. Is this shield shaped good enough?
I've been chosen to pilot Rudania, but I was having trouble controlling it. I was the only champion who was struggling. I asked Link for advice, but he just shoved me into the Divine Beast so I could explore it aimlessly all day. I can't explain it, but by the end of the day I was able to control Rudania just how I wanted to. I guess experience is the best teacher. Little guy's strength must come from working hard and never giving up. Good lesson, brother. As thanks, I'm gonna treat him to some gourmet sirloin rock.
Oh my god.
Please help him.
Help him!
All my Hylian brother seems to do these days is watch over the tiny princess while she does her research.
Tiny princess.
It looks like tough work, but the princess seems a lot happier and talks more since she's been doing it, so it must be okay. I hear the little guy finally opened up about his troubles to the princess while they were shoveling food. Surprisingly, she opened up right back. She said something princessy like, I guess we're the same, you and I. Sounds heavy. They must have been bonding over their food preferences. That'll do it, alright.
Hey,
Daruk,
Link, eat this fucking frog.
I'm... Speaking of opening up, all this journal writing has made me realize something about myself. Writing makes me hungry.
Oh, Lord.
What a contrast.
He means well.
He means well. Don't get me wrong. It's great, but
I love him, but he's just the fucking, yeah.
Funny enough, I don't think anybody at Rito Village mentioned Ravioli having a diary. But he must.
Check Owlman's zone, I guess.
Oh!
Shoulder in.
Oh my
He's
god!
doing dad things!
He's doing dad things! Hello?
Ah, they're tiny!
Ah, we meet again. I'm taking a moment's rest from my calling to enjoy some musical frivolity with my daughters. Though it may not be within my power, I commit my wish a song that this peace might last forever. By the by, I have something I must ask of you. I need you to hear a song. If it pleases you, could you come back here later, after the sun is down? Ever so sorry for the trouble.
It's
Yes?
never trouble for you, Cass. Oh, look at all these babies.
Poppy's back! We're all gonna sing together!
Poppy.
This is Dad's music. We're all singing along. Huh? What was that sound just now? Oh, sorry. Oh, hey! I've been practicing with my dad. When I told him about the Warbler's Nest Shrine, he told me about the history of the ancient shrines. I wonder how many shrines there are in the world. Do you think you can find them all? I'm missing one. How about this? If you find all of them, I'll give you something special. Dad taught me how to catch fish. You just dive bomb them while they're swimming.
Holy shit, it's so cool.
But the hard part is getting back out of the water. I don't know how to swim.
Oh.
Thank you. I call that piece birds of a feather. Thank you for listening. Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is so fucking cute. I'm gonna cry.
I know. Finally, he's back with his daughters. Where's his wife?
They're all so happy.
I forget who.
Isn't it?
It's not her, is it?
I don't know.
I swear it was somebody else.
Yeah, Is it her? The really cute pink-haired one just there?
No, she's with,
No.
Teba. The,
Right. Right. I was like, somebody. I was like, nope, wrong one.
Oh, my memory's so bad.
I know.
There's a surprising amount of characters in this game, so...
There's so many. And, like, they all have... Most of them have, like, really... like, distinct character models, and so you can't just be like, oh yes, it's the one who looks different, they're the important one.
If anything, the diary might be at the training ground, but... Oh.
Training ground.
I found it.
Aha!
Read the Diary of Rivali, the Rito legend. Is that last bit necessary?
I bet he wrote that on there himself.
I won another archery competition today, as one would expect. The village can't stop talking about my winning streak. In short order, I've managed to break all of the previous records and set an insurmountably high bar. Everywhere I go, I receive praise and affirmations that I am the pride of the Rito. I could get used to this.
God.
The elder asked me what I would like as a prize for my achievements. I told him I wish for an archery training ground. If I am to keep this up, I need somewhere to train at varying elevations. I'm hoping to master a new move I've dreamed up. I keep pushing my archery skills to the limit. My dive is ideal, but the ensuing ascent is not as smooth as I wish it was. I must return to the flight range again tomorrow. There I will become stronger, better. I won't rest until I succeed. The Rito children look up to me. I hear they wish to start training at the flight range, too. Perhaps it's not a bad idea to allow everyone to use my training space. These are dangerous times, after all. Tomorrow I will try a new strategy I've been devising to control the updraft. I refuse to believe it's impossible. There's a persistent rumor in town that Calamity Ganon's resurrection is imminent. It can't be true, right? A few years ago, scientists dug up an ancient mechanical beast called Medo. It was supposedly used to fight Ganon. Hyrule's royal family is in search of someone to pilot the beast. They say to do so requires something beyond skill. They say one's soul must contain an incredible sacred power for a divine beast to recognize them as master. They should have just asked for me by name.
God, Ravioli.
To control the divine beast and defeat the calamity would finally allow me to prove myself to the world. Hyrule's princess stopped dawdling and asked me to pilot the divine beast. I asked what our plan is. I wish I hadn't. It is completely absurd. The divine beasts are little more than backup for some Hylian knight who has the honor of fighting Calamity Ganon. Me? A sidekick? I thought of declining, but then she looked at me dead in the eye and held my gaze as she said, "We must protect the precious life of this land from the Calamity's grasp at all costs. Hyrule needs you, Rivali." It was so corny, I almost died. But I wouldn't soon forget the look in her eyes. She meant it with all of her heart. I thought Hylians only thought of themselves, but I suppose there's an exception to every rule.
Wow.
Have you looked in a mirror, Rivali?
Big fucking talk coming from the biggest narcissist in this game.
I'm going to accept, of course, but out of self-respect, I'm going to let her sweat it out a bit longer. Hyrule's princess is coming to Bai to ask for my answer tomorrow. She will surely be overcome with joy when I accept. And her timing is exceptional. I am close. So close to mastering my new move and showing everyone what I'm capable of. When they see it, they'll know without doubt it should be me fighting Ganon instead of that pathetic knight. I can see it now, the king and princess and the knight all on their knees begging me to defeat Ganon for them. They'll say, "Please, Master Rivali, please use your otherworldly skills and intellect to defeat Calamity Ganon."
Oh. Okay, Birdly, calm down.
Oh, I couldn't keep a straight face.
Calm the fuck down, Birdly. God damn.
He really is starting to sound like Birdly.
Smart Race plays in the distance.
Oh my god. Somebody remix Smart Race for Rivali's theme.
Oh, please. Has anybody done it yet? I'm gonna go look.
What is with all these birds and being so, cocky?
I don't know.
I look forward to that day. I journey to Hyrule Castle for an inauguration ceremony. I now bear the grand title of champion. Meaningless pomp, if you ask me. If true strength relied only on title and uniform, everyone would be a champion. I do like the blue scarf, though. That annoyingly silent knight was as emotionless as usual. I can never tell what's on his mind. Likely nothing at all. Somehow I can't help but believe the stories about him beating adult knights in swordplay when he was only a child. Still, he doesn't stand a chance against me. There's no one alive who can keep up with my aerial combat. That reminds me, it's about time I came up with a fitting name for that new move I created. kind of name would be worthy? Rivali's something. Tornado? Whirlwind? Masterpiece? The princess came to the village on official business, along with her shadow, that insufferable knight. I tried to talk to him while the princess met with the elder, but he was his usual quiet self. Why do people like him so? I also gave him the privilege of seeing me perform Rivali's gale. Nothing. No reaction at all to my impressive feat. I showed it to him even knowing there was a chance of failure, since it's still so new. He must truly be slow-witted. I tried to provoke him into facing me, but to no avail. It's like talking to a stone. Our interactions were a waste of time, so I flew off to find solace with Meadow. What's wrong with that guy? He's not taking your shit, is why.
It really is, and it's just like, oh lord, here it goes again. I'm so tired.
I'm tired.
I'm tired, Ravioli, please.
Daruk informed me that we have been asked to escort the princess to Lanairu. We're to see the princess off at dawn at the mountain's base and meet her there when she returns at sunset. Must I participate in this nonsense? Though I still remember that look on the princess's face. When she asked me to pilot the divine beast, she was not only determined, she seemed desperate. She's aware she can't fulfill her sacred duties, and anyone can see how it weighs on her. It's difficult for me to comprehend the troubles of the talentless, but I'm trying. It's not that I dislike the princess. She tries her hardest. It's simply not good enough. No, I don't think I can spare the time to send her off in the morning, but perhaps I will fly over to greet her at sunset. Perhaps that alleged sealing power will show her some mercy but finally awaken this time. That's about what I expected from his diary.
Fucking birdly ass bitch.
I don't know what else I was expecting. Again, though, I'm pretty amused that Link seemed to just kind of not put up with his shit.
Yeah.
What is it? Is this really the only shrine that's closest? Oh wait, I wanted to come back here at sunset. I almost forgot. Like, I have been all over the entire map, so I'm like, it almost feels like the final shrine might be something. I have to do something special. Sorry, let me. I can't imagine I would have missed it otherwise. Unless I just really herped.
Hug.
I'm just gonna use the inn. Oops. Which one was the inn? That's items. Oh, over here. Like, sounds so comfy.
What? Super soft feather bed.
Night has already fallen, though I do not blame you for sleeping in. That Rito down bed is hard to beat. Though I feel like it'd be kind of chilly. Just like open air.
That's what the really soft down bed and thick blankets are for. And it's hella cozy.
Oh. Wait, was it her? Oh, you have brought my husband back to us. I really cannot thank you enough. It is her.
Yay.
Amali. Okay. My husband is out playing music at the place where my daughters usually practice their singing. You should stop by if you have the time. Cass is home.
Yes. Play music with his cute, adorable daughters.
Oh, he's playing too, the music. Ah, there he is. Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you, so this will take some time. Is that alright? That's fine.
Oh.
Thank you ever so much. I wanted to talk to you about my teacher. My teacher was of the Sheikah tribe. He was the court poet for the Hyrulean royal family. At the time, there was a beautiful princess in the royal family, quite close to my teacher in age, apparently. Though he must have known it was doomed to be unrequited, my teacher fell in love with her. But the princess herself only had eyes for her escort, her own knight attendant.
Bleh.
My teacher was consumed with jealousy. He fumed that the knight was neither nobility nor royalty himself. And then the calamity struck. My teacher believed a hero would appear to beat back the calamity. He poured that belief into a song. And that song is what I need you to hear. My teacher fled the calamity and returned to his hometown of Kakariko village. But on his way he witnessed the princess's knight sacrifice himself to protect the princess. The elder of Kakariko village, Impa, explained these circumstances to him, and his mind was made up. He would seek the songs of the hero who sealed the calamity away in an age past, so they could be passed on to the knight once he returned. All so that the princess might be saved. Those were my teacher's last words, passed on now through me. So, appointed knight, will you accept this song from my departed teacher?
Ah, you figured it out, huh, buddy?
Sobbing. Yes.
Oh.
Thank you so much. I knew you would. I was sure of it. My teacher would often speak of the princess's beauty. I would love to meet her and craft a song worthy of her. Thank you for spending this time with me. Yes. Thank you for accepting my teacher's song. I'll sing it again if you wish. Sorry, some other time. Of course, please let me know if you want to hear it again. I can do not but sing, but I pray for your safety.
Ah, I love him.
Okay.
I think your teacher was wildly off base. He was gonna marry a fish.
This is a headcanon, but
I know.
let's see. Okay, what did I want to do? I read all the diaries, so basically, I guess I'm still upsetty that I have no idea where that last shot is.
Uggs.
Oh, there's a ring. Oh. Dang it. No, I can't jump high enough. Dang it. Try again. I need to get that air. Yo. I'm going.